guys, I'm Michael from eKids. And now we are studying the Old Testament. And I'm really excited about it because, Jesus in the New Testament, when he was asked, what's the most important thing about the Old Testament? This is what he said. He quoted something from Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 5. And it says this.
Wait. Hold on.
Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 5.
I get it.
It says, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might." Let me read it again. "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and all your soul, and with all your might." So what I want you to do as you watch this video is see if these characters in the story, see if they loved God with all of their heart, all of their soul, and all of their strength.
Okay, I can do that.
So check it out.
David is anointed king by Samuel. You can find this in 1 Samuel chapter 16, verses 1 through 13. Start with verse 1. The Lord said to Samuel, "How long will you grieve over Saul, since I've rejected him from being king over Israel? So fill your horn with oil and go. I will send you to Jesse the Bethlehemite, for I've provided for myself a king among his sons." And Samuel said, "How can I go? If Saul hears it, he'll kill me." And the Lord said, "Take a cow with you and say, 'I've come to sacrifice to the Lord.' And invite Jesse to the sacrifice, and I will show you what you shall do. And you shall anoint him for me, whom I declared to you." Well, Samuel did what the Lord commanded him and came to Bethlehem. The elders of the city came to meet him trembling and said, "Do you come peacefully?" And he said, "Peacefully? Well, I've come to sacrifice to the Lord. Consecrate yourselves and come with me. Come with me to the sacrifice." And he consecrated Jesse and his sons and invited them to the sacrifice. Now when they came, he looked on Eliab and thought, "Surely the Lord, his anointed, is before him." But the Lord said to Samuel, "Do not look on his appearance or on the height of his stature, because I have rejected him. For the Lord sees not as man sees. See, man looks on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks on the heart." But then Jesse called Aminadab and made him pass before Samuel. And he said, "Neither has the Lord chosen this one." Well, then Jesse made Shammah pass by and he said, "Well, neither has the Lord chosen this one." And Jesse made 7 of his sons pass before Samuel. And Samuel said to Jesse, "The Lord has not chosen these." Well, then Samuel said to Jesse, "Are all your sons here?" And he said, "There remains yet the youngest, but he's keeping the sheep." And Samuel said to Jesse, "Well, send and get him, for we will not sit down until he comes here." Well, he sent and brought him in. Now, he was ruddy, he had beautiful eyes, and was handsome. And the Lord said, "Arise, anoint him, for this is him." And then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brothers. And the Spirit of the Lord rushed upon David from that day forward. And Samuel rose up and went to Ramah. Now that was the story of how David was anointed king by Samuel. You can find it in 1 Samuel chapter 16, verses 1 through 13.
Saul was the king of Israel, but he disobeyed God. So God chose a new king for Israel, a better king. God sent Samuel to Bethlehem to visit a man named Jesse. One of Jesse's sons would be Israel's next king. Jesse had 8 sons. Jesse's oldest son was tall and handsome. When Samuel saw him, he thought, this must be the one God chose to be king. But God told Samuel, he's not the one. Do not pay attention to what he looks like. You look at what you can see on the outside, but I see the heart. One by one, Jesse's sons approached Samuel, but God had not chosen them either. Do you have any more sons? Samuel asked. Yes, Jesse said. My youngest son, David, is in the field taking care of the sheep. Jesse sent for David. When David arrived, God told Samuel, he's the one. Samuel anointed David. He poured oil on David's head to show God had chosen him to be the king. The Spirit of the Lord was with David, and Samuel went back home.
So, what did you think? Wow! Did these characters really show that they loved God with all of their heart?
Yep.
All their soul?
Yep.
And all of their strength?
Yep.
What do you think? And you know, just as importantly, what about you? What can you learn from these characters to see how you can love God with all of your heart, all of your mind, all of your soul, all of your strength?
That's a good point.
How can you love God with everything you have? All right, guys, that's all I have for you this week. Love you. Bye.
See ya.
You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and with all your might.